Some people say that nursing school is hard, it's tough, it's stressful, but I say as long as the people who went through nursing school, the tens of thousands of nurses in this country, don't have 2 heads, 8 arms, and 4 legs for them to be able to pass nursing school, I can also pass through nursing school. So nursing school doesn't have to be hard when you know how to study, because it's all about studying, because you are going to work on human beings. You are going to help people at the points where your doing or undoing can be a risk or a benefit to that patient. So knowing things about the human body, knowing how to care for people who are sick with different kinds of conditions, or dealing with people with different age groups can be very daunting. So then you have to know how you study, your study style, so that absorbing information becomes easier or becomes less stressful for you. Studies have shown that there are 4 types of study style. That's the visual, what I see, I remember; the audio, what I hear, I remember; then reading and writing, what I read and write, I remember; and then the kinesthetic, what I touch, I remember. So these are the 4 types of learning styles that human beings tend to use in learning. It doesn't mean that you have to stick to one. No, there are people who do combination of any of these 4. For me, I'm normally a visual learner. What I see, I remember. But I also like taking notes and reading over my notes to remember what was taught in class. So it's not that, oh, I'm a visual learner, so always everything has to be visual before I know. No, you can switch them up. So who is a visual learner? Visual learners learn best when they see things, when the thing is picturated, when there are pictures or diagrams or movements. That's how they learn best. And so videos, diagrams, demonstrations, role plays are how visual learners learn best. Back in school, my disease control tutor thought I'm lazy because I'm not very good at auditory learning. So when the tutor is sitting there talking, I'm off, I'm dozing off. And yet my ops tutor feels like I'm an amazing student because she's standing there with the pelvic bones, like the artificial pelvic girdle, and is pointing to things. Okay, this is the sacrum, this is the causes, this is the ilios. After we're done, she said, let's stand up. We stood up. She said, put your hand on your waist, press down. The bone you are feeling is your iliac crest. She said, sit down. You are sitting on your ischial tuberosity. And things like that. I'm wide awake, like I'm absorbing information. And it's been 10 years, and that picture that she created is still in my memory. Auditory learners learn by hearing. So when the tutor is talking, they are wide awake, they are listening with rapt attention, like no distractions here and there. They do best when material is in audio form or when they are in a group discussing things. So this person is saying it. So even in exams, that person will remember, oh, this person was saying that this, and that. And so they are able to recollect what they heard. And they like to read their notes aloud so that when they read it out, then they hear it and then absorb it. So if you are such a person, then audios are your friend, lectures are your friend. You don't miss lectures because the tutor will come and talk about the lesson and you will hear it and understand what she's saying and ask questions. And studying alone, you can read your notes out loud and record with your phone. You can record with your phone, and then whilst you are doing your activities on campus, you can be listening to them with your earpiece. You can learn that way. And if your tutor will allow you to record her during lectures, you can do that too, but with her permission. You can do that so that whilst you are walking around, you are listening to your lectures. And you can also read chapters of your textbook. Like if you want to cover this chapter, you can read it out loud and record it on your phone. So whilst you are walking around, you are listening to that, and then it's your own voice, so you trust yourself, and so you make sense of it. Those who learn well by reading and writing are people who like taking notes. My sitting mate was like that. She likes taking notes. Like if we had a class and nobody takes notes, she would take notes. Like that's how she learns. And even when she wants to be sure that, oh, what I read, do I understand it, she'll have to write it down. Write it down. So while she's writing it down, she's recalling that, okay. And so these people do best with recollecting things because they read, and overread. And you see them always holding their books, always holding their books, because that's the best way for them to learn. And so if you're such a person in nursing school, you have to write a lot. You have to get your notebooks and then go to class with them, because with you, it means your notes are your holy grail. Your notes and making notes from your textbooks are your holy grail. So you take notes, you read your notes, reread your notes, and memorize things, rewrite them, and that's how you best learn. So you find time for that. Then the kinesthetic learners are those who have to touch. So you see that they prefer the demonstration. Oh, we are making beds, so Odimreka, because when she does the procedure, she remembers. And they mostly have a lot of energy, and we have they are up and about. So if you are such a person, you have to find time to expend your energy. Like if you have to run around, to let go of the excess energy so that you can focus when you sit down finally to learn, you can absorb something. And people like this, the demonstration rooms are your best friend, because in the demonstration room there are a lot of dummies and skeletons. So you go, you touch, feel, and then you like it will help you in remembering. So these are the learning styles you can apply in nursing school to absorb information well and excel in nursing school. And the fact that you know your learning style doesn't mean automatically you are going to pass all your exams. If you don't put in the hard work, if you don't make time to study, you are not going to pass. But it means that when you apply the study style that suits you to your studies, you see that you do better in your exams, you do better in understanding materials than not knowing and always struggling. So this is what I have for you today. Watch this video next. Like this video, share and subscribe if you've not done that yet. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.